As requested, let's do subtracting mixed fractions, and our answers will be reduced to its lowest term. I'm going to show you two solutions, and it's up to you which one you prefer during an exam. So let's do this 5 items. Number 1, for our first solution, let's make this mixed fraction into improper fraction. This one, 18 times 8, that is 144, plus 3, 147, and our denominator is 18. In other words, 8 and 3 over 18 is equivalent to 147 over 18. Next, let's do this 2 and 1/3. 3 times 2 equals 6, plus 1 equals 7, and our denominator is 3. Just copy the denominators. That means 2 and 1/3 is equivalent to 7 over 3. Now it will be, this is equivalent to 147 over 18 minus, and this is equivalent to 7 over 3. Dapat pareho yung denominator. So, hanapan natin sila ng least common denominator. So, sa least common denominator, tingnan natin yung pinakamalaking denominator between 18 and 3. So, mas malaki ang 18. Ang 18, ma-divide ba sa 3? Yes. So, pwede siya so ito yung least common denominator natin. Kasi 18 na yan, kopyahin mo na lang. Dito naman, 18. 18 divided by 3, and that is 6. 6 times 7, and that is 42. In other words, 7 over 3 is also equivalent to 42 over 18. Pwede na tayong mag-deduct. Kopyahin lang si denominator na 18. 147 minus 42, and that is 105. So 105 divided by 18, this is 90, so 15. So the answer will be 515 over 18. Itong 15 over 18, hanapan pa natin ng greatest common factor para ma-list natin siya. And ang greatest common factor nito ay 3. So 15 divided by 3, and that is 5. 18 divided by 3, and that is 6. So, ang answer dito is 5 and 5 over 6. Again, para mas lalong maintindihan. Ang 8 and 3 over 18 is equivalent to 147 over 18. Ang 2 and 1/3 is equivalent to 7 over 3. Tapos, itong 7 over 3, ginawa nating 18 din ang denominator para magkapareho sila ng denominator. In other words, 7 over 3 is also equivalent to 42 over 18. Now, kopyahin si denominator at ito ang i-minus yung mga numerators. 147 minus 42, and that is 105. So, si 105 divided by 18 equals 5. Tapos, itong remainder ang numerator, at ito namang pang-divide natin ay denominator. So, 5 and 15 over 18. Nilist natin itong 15 over 18. Nag-divide tayo ng 3 kasi yun yung greatest common factor. So, 15 divided by 3 is 5. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So, ang final answer is 5 and 5, 6. Ito yung solution number 1 natin. Now, let's do solution number 2. This is the simplest way. Itong fraction na ito, 3 over 18, i-list natin ito. Ang greatest common factor nila ay 3 para ma-list siya. So, 3 divided by 3, and that is 1. 18 divided by 3, and that is 6. So, 8 and 1, 6. Minus. Itong 1/3, gawin natin siyang 6 ang denominator. So, para maging 6 siya, i-multiply mo lang ng 2. Or, 6 divided by 3, bali mag-6 ka na dyan. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 1, and that is 2. Meaning, 1/3 is also the same as 2 over 6. Kopyahin mo si 2 dito, yung whole number niya. Ngayon, yung fraction to fraction, mas mataas pa to. Magbaro ka ng isa dito. So, ang 8 mo magiging 7. Ang 1 whole dito ay equivalent ng 6/6. Kasi ang denominator niya 6. In other words, ilang 6/6 ito? 8 na 6/6. Ito ba? 8 na 6/6. Kunin natin yung isa. Ipabaro natin dito sa 1. So, 6 plus 1 equals 7. Tapos, kopyahin si denominator na 6. In other words, itong 8 and 1, 6 is also equivalent to 7 and 7/6. So, ito na yun. Minus 2 and 2/6. Whole number to whole number tayo. 7 minus 2 and that is 5. Fraction to fraction tayo. Pareho na siya ng denominator. So, kopyahin lang si denominator. Now, itong numerators, 7 minus 2 and that is 5. So, the answer is 5 and 5/6. So, mas mabilis na siya. Ulitin ko lang ha. Ito yung given. Itong 8 and 3/18, itong fraction na to, ginawa muna natin 1/6. Nilist natin. Si 3/18, pareho lang sa 1/6. Tapos, kinopya natin yung whole number. Si 2 and 1/3, ang ginawa natin ni 1/3 ay, ginawa natin, denominator niya ay 6. Kung nag-6 siya, 3 yan, so yung numerator mo ay 2. In other words, maliban sa i-divide mo siya ng 6 divided by 3, tapos 2 equals 2, 2 times 1 equals 2, may ibang paraan din. Para maging 6 yan, mag-times ka ng 2, kaya naging 6. So, kung nag-times ka ng 2 sa denominator, ganun din sa numerator. So, this is 2/6. So, ang 1/3 is also equivalent to 2/6. Tapos, ang whole number niya, kinopya na lang natin. Ganyan. Tapos, kasi 1, ito 1 minus 2, maging negative ka. Mas malaki naman yung whole number niya sa kabila. So, kaya nagbaro tayo ng 6/6. Bali, itong 6/6, 8 6/6. So, kinuha natin yung isa, kaya naging 7 na lang. So, yung 6 plus 1, naging 7. Nandun pa rin yung denominator. So, pareho na sila ng denominator, kopyahin lang to. Tapos, yung whole number to whole number, yun yung i-deduct natin 7 minus 2 equals 5. Tapos, yung numerator to numerator, 7 minus 2 equals 5. So, the answer is 5 and 5/6. Yan yung answer sa number 1. Now, para sa number 2, 3, 4, 5, let's solve them the easiest way. Number 2, ito, 5 and 12/28 minus 1 and 10/14. Pwede man natin i-list yung mga fractions. Fraction muna tayo mag-focus. Para hindi tayo mag-isip ng malaking numbers, i-list natin siya. Ang greatest common factor nitong dalawa ay 4. 12 divided by 4, 3. 28 divided by 4, and that is 7. So, ang equivalent ng 12/28 is 3/7. I-down mo lang si whole number na 5. In other words, again, 5 and 12/28 is the same as 5 and 3/7. Minus, kopyahin yung whole number na 1. Tapos itong 10/14, pwede man natin i-list. I-list natin yan. Ang greatest common factor niya ay 2. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Ngayon pareho na ang denominator. Numerator natin, 3 minus 5, mas mataas yung 5 kaysa 3. Mag-negative tayo kung fraction to fraction. So, magbaro tayo sa whole number na 5. Ang whole number nito, kung magbaro tayo, dapat pareho ang denominator na 7. So, bali ang 1 na whole number equivalent sa 7/7. Bali, 5 7/7. Kasi 5 siya, 5 7/7. Yung 7/7 lang, isang 7/7 lang ang ibaro natin. So, bali, yung 5 magiging 4. Yung denominator na 7, kopyahin lang. So, numerator 7 plus 3 is 10. 5 and 3 over 7 is equivalent to 4 and 10 over 7. So minus 1, 5 over 7. Whole number to whole number, 4 minus 1 is 3. Denominator, kopyahin, 7. Numerator to numerator, 10 minus 5 is 5. So ito na yung sagot, 3 and 5 over 7. Ulitin lang natin para mas lalong maintindihan. Ito yung given sa number 2. Tapos, doon tayo nag-focus sa fraction. Yung fraction naman, ang ginawa natin ay nilist natin siya from 12 over 28 sa equivalent niyang 3 over 7. Tapos yung 10 over 14 sa equivalent niya na 5 over 7. So pareho na sila ng denominator. Kung numerator to numerator, negative kasi siya. Ito naman, mas malaki naman ang whole number niya kaysa dito. So mag-borrow tayo para makadidak na tayo dito. Itong 5 na whole number, magkuha tayo ng isang fraction which is 7 over 7 kasi dito tayo titingin sa denominator niya na 7. So itong 7 na ito, kopyahin lang, kaya ito na. Tapos si 5 magiging 4, tapos 7 minus 3 equals 10. So 5 and 3 over 7 is equivalent to 4 and 10 over 7. Tapos ito naman, kopyahin lang. Tapos, itong mga denominator niya, kopyahin. Whole number to whole number, 4 minus 1 equals 3. Numerator to numerator, 10 minus 5 equals 5. So ito na yung answer, 3 and 5 over 7. Next, number 3. 8 and 14 over 82 minus 3 and 8 over 41. Ang gagawin natin, ilist muna natin siya para hindi tayo mahirapan sa malaking numbers. I-divide natin ng 2. Kasi yun yung greatest common factor nila. 14 divided by 2, 7. 82 divided by 2, 41. Pareho na siya agad ng denominator. So, kopyahin mo lang ito. At saka si whole number. At saka yung operation niya na subtraction. Tapos whole number ito sa kabila. Bali, si 8 and 14 over 82 is equivalent to 8 and 7 over 41. So, kung mag-deduct tayo, si 7, mas maliit siya sa 8. So, mag-borrow tayo ng one whole number galing dito sa 8. Itong 8 is equivalent to 7 and itong 41 ang gamitin natin, 41 over 41. One whole man to. So, itong 41 over 41, yung 41, kopyahin mo lang, denominator siya. Yung numerator 41 plus 7, 48. Tapos si 8, kasi nag-minus ka ng isa pinaborrow mo sa fraction mo. So, itong 8 magiging 7. In other words, si 8 and 7 over 41 is the same as 7 and 48 over 41. Tapos, kopyahin mo lang ito. And then, whole number to whole number, 7 minus 3, 4. Denominator mo, kopyahin. Tapos yung numerator mo, 48 minus 8, that is 40. So, the answer to this is 4 and 40 over 41. Number 4, 9 and 2/3 minus 1 and 19 over 21. Mag-focus tayo sa fraction. Ang least common denominator nito, 21 at saka 3. Tingnan natin yung pinakamalaki, 21. Ang 21 ma-divide ng 3, so 21 ang least common denominator natin. 21 divided by 3, 7. 7 times 2, 14. Ibig sabihin, ang 2/3 is equivalent to 14 over 21. Kopyahin si whole number na 9. Tapos itong whole number na 1. At si fraction na 19 over 21. Kasi pareho na sila ng denominator. Ngayon, yung 14 minus 19, mag-result siya ng negative. Mas malaki yung whole number dito sa kabila, 9, at saka, kaysa 1. So, mag-borrow tayo ng isang whole number para hindi siya mag-negative yung fraction natin. So, ang 9 magiging 8. Yung whole number na hiramin natin ay 21 over 21. Yan yung equivalent ng whole number. Doon tayo mag-base sa denominator na 21. So, yung denominator to denominator, kopyahin siya. Tapos numerator 21 plus 14, that is 35. Tapos kopyahin lang ito lahat. 19 over 21. Whole number to whole number, 8 minus 1, that is 7. Tapos yung denominator, kopyahin lang 21. 35 minus 19, and that is 16. So the answer here is 7 and 16 over 21. Number 5. 9 and 7 over 10 minus 4 and 17 over 20. Focus tayo sa fraction. Ang least common denominator ng dalawa ay 20. Bali, regarding sa pagkuha natin ng least common denominator, mayroon tayong separate video on how to find the least common denominator. Anyway, ang least common denominator nito ay 20. 20 divided by 10, that is 2. 2 times 7, 14. So, ang 7 over 10 is equivalent to 14 over 20. So, ang fraction dito sa kabila, kopyahin lang natin yan. Tapos, yung mga whole numbers niya, kopyahin lang din. Itong numerator to numerator, mag-result ka ng negative. 14 minus 17, mag-result tayo ng negative. So, magbaro tayo dito sa whole number na to. Magbaro tayo ng isa. So, ang 9 magiging 8. Ang equivalent ng 1 whole, dapat 20 ang denominator. So, bali, 20 over 20. Equivalent man yan ng 1. So, nag-minus na tayo ng 1, nagiging 8 na siya. Yung 1 na yan, which is 20 over 20, yung denominator, kopyahin mo lang na 20. Yung numerator, 20 plus 14, 34. Minus, kopyahin lang yung whole number dito, 17 over 20. Whole number to whole number, 8 minus 4, 4. Tapos yung denominator mo, kopyahin lang, 20. Tapos, 34 minus 17, and that is 17. So, answer here is 4 and 17 over 20.